That's what happened.
Yes, so last time we played, it was basically just around Solitris, for the most part. You guys were back at the keep, and Jeff spent like the entire session trying to find a way to get rid of Lilithana because he hates her because she's a woman.
Whoa! That is not how that went down.
Pretty close.
100% no. She's evil and also happens to be a woman. That is different.
Is it? So you guys did a little bit of shopping, I remember that, and you sold some stuff, and you hung out at your keep for a while, and let's see.
Did things.
You went and talked to Palthus and told him about what you guys did in the Beholder Cave, for lack of a better term for that thing. And he asked for the possessions of Delanthar's apprentice back, because he's going to return those and hopefully return the apprentice back to life, which evidently, from his talking, this is not a rare occurrence that his apprentice gets resurrected and continues working. Let's see here. You guys kind of told your story to him about Celia and the Scion of Magic and the compass, and he suggested you try to use her abilities to find where you're going next, because you've all decided that Ian Kovis most likely knows where the jewel that he's searching for is located. So you guys are going to try to, I think the plan is to try to get there before he does and recover it before he does, or destroy it or eat it, or whatever the plan is.
Eat it.
I think we wanted to do that, but we wanted to find, because there were the stones on the island, and we wanted to at least get one of them.
A vision.
Right. Because Kabar has seen a vision, or he's basically tapped into the mind of Celia and Ian Kovis while he was sleeping, because of the
Powerful sleep.
The little ritual that he walked into. And he knows that there's an island out there somewhere, and on some temple on top of that island, there are slots for different magical stones or jewels or tokens of some sort, sigils. And there were, I believe, 6 of them.
Seven.
Sorry, 7. And
I took notes.
he got an idea of
Not really.
what colors they were, but that's about it, and that they've got some sort of marking on them, and you guys are trying to figure out where exactly this location is. And...
Oh, sorry.
No,
Redacted. You do have... They are 6 jewels. There's 7 islands.
Ah.
Okay.
There you go. 7 islands, 6 jewels.
Yes.
And then, while out and about, Van restored Rinleth's memory, which Rinleth got very angry afterwards and blew up Lilithana's house.
Yeah.
And then you guys sent a guard out to retrieve Lilithana, who had erected some sort of magical temple outside of your keep. And the guy walked out many minutes later, bound and gagged with a letter tacked to him, and Lilithana had disappeared. And
Was it a breakup letter?
oh yeah, you didn't get to see the letter. Oh, the letter's awesome.
Was it really?
Yeah, Daniel spent like 20 minutes typing it up.
The letter is so good. It is so awkward.
That's her style, though.
Yeah, it is. I've got the letter. Gosh, the letter's so good. It really made me even happier because it was so nice. She just felt the love from Lilithana and how much she cared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The good news is we know we can take her.
We do. Oh, yeah.
We do?
Well, I mean, I can't imagine she got powerful at the same clip that we got powerful since the last time we fought her.
True. Well,
I think we've been hustling a little bit more than her.
yeah. She might have some
She
friends,
was
though.
that castle.
So
Right.
she was basically doing a little pilgrimage to re-find herself, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if she had a montage moment, then yeah, we're screwed.
A montage.
Maybe, unless it was all like the pieces and stuff.
She took a gap year in Europe.
Oh, jeez.
There you go, Chris.
I feel like she could back around Europe and do fine.
So
Okay, here we go.
put her note on there so we can all remember how wonderful it was.
Manliness.
I hate her. I hate her so much. But not just because she's a woman. Vile curve. It's fantastic. I love it.
good news. Not today. I only had to do like 6 interviews.
Oh my
I thought I was
god.
gonna have to do like 18 interviews today.
That's still excessive.
I hate talking to you so much.
So what do we do now?
Oh, that's a letter.
So also they found out that the guard actually had stolen from them, or at least that's what it appears.
Really?
They searched his bunk and he had a pouch of a significant amount of gold and other supplies that looks like he had stolen from the keep. So before they left the keep, which we've already left the keep, but we have to retcon a little bit because you weren't here. They threw him in the dungeon, aka the torture chamber. Locked him in there, and it was up to Captain Kabar to decide his fate.
Yeah. So we left that one hanging for Kabar. That's his.
So
My burden.
we have to rewind time a little bit to have you cover what happened to him and what you did, and then after that, the group basically was like, you know what, we're done with this, and they got a teleportation spell cast by Lady Alif, the magic shop owner, and she teleported them north to a sea town, Kalamain, and you guys were teleported outside of a magic shop, and there you hung around the magic shop for a little while.
Not very long.
It got really, really, really awkward because some of the stuff Van said.
Dan was asking for really kink stuff.
Oh god.
And the guy misunderstood and basically
Brutal.
said, I don't sell that kind of stuff, and kicked you guys out of the shop.
Oh man.
Yep.
You're filling in for Kabar there.
We have a very different idea. I have memories of how that situation transpired.
I don't remember exactly what you said.
I love how everyone's memory is always different than Dan's.
It has nothing to do with the tea. It has absolutely nothing to do with the tea.
And that's about where we ended. You guys walked out of the shop, and you were going to start looking around and asking around questions about locations and fees and things like that.
Yeah, we were going to be looking. So we were going to go into a clearing, I believe. We wanted to go outside of town or something to prep so that she could figure out which direction.
That's right. She was gonna.
But we hadn't determined. So Celia can detect which direction and how close these magical things are, right? So we were in the process of determining if we wanted to go out into the wilderness, sort of out of the town, to allow her to do that, because the last, couple of times at least one time that we did that, demons showed up afterward. So,
So that's right. That's why you guys decided not to do it in town.
Right. So that was the rationale there. So we were still having some discussion on that.
And we didn't actually do that?
No.
I thought we had her do the direction. I feel like specific.
We talked to her about where she could kind of feel out the stuff, but it wasn't very specific.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was after Chris left, when we were having this discussion in the town, right after Elif left. So I don't remember if we did it, because we did it way down south. But now that we're closer,
You guys were going to do it again?
the idea was to see if we could hone in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
We definitely should then.
Yeah,
After Kabar figures out what's doing the research.
and just make sure that we're ready to do battle with some little demons.
Probably not. I forgot all my powers. I have a shield?
Yes, you have numerous daggers. Why are you looking on sheets? Don't you have your damn thing on a computadora?
There's nothing on him. This is blank.
Blank paper.
I do this for you guys.
I applaud his commitment.
Yeah, that all looks blank to us.
The bottom sheet is actually just a blank piece of paper.
Oh man.
No, but these are my items on the top sheet.
Alright, you can close that note now. I think everybody's had enough.
So I think as like a
Just want you to feel bad.
my brain's not thinking. What's it? Not a recap, but a retcon. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
As a retcon, I think Kabar would be so surprised that someone would do that. Like his naivety is like such that he can't comprehend. It's like but you were my employee, so as of right now, he's left him in there
Okay.
and is just in denial of
I love it.
what to do at this point.
Excellent. Good. The guy vehemently denies anything, even though.
I thought he confessed.
Well, now he's denying.
Okay.
Oh,
To
but
Kabar in
but
private.
he could confess to you all. Or
I
I
want.
don't know. It was a whirlwind of emotions and events.
Yeah, basically that happened, and we're like, just fucking give him.
we'll deal with this later.
Yeah, he's denying anything happened to Kabar.
Well, we can certainly suss out the truth, can't we? We have that ability through our cleric friends.
Oh
I'm not torturing anyone else.
With the truth,
I like those sentences.
Is it torture though?
telling the truth, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Good point.
Depends. Yeah.
Well, he says he didn't do it, guys, so I don't know what else to do.
I got infestation, poison spray, and hideous laughter. I can get with.
These are terrible.
Poison spray.
I
Why is the solution always to torture?
Tell me what you know. Psst. Tell me what you know.
It's like,
It burns.
I just picture like the spray bottles you use for cats. No.
No, it's the spray from the cat.
Ew.
Oh, far.
Oh.
You guys are the gristle.
Yes.
That's what the poison spray is, huh?
Yeah, that's why it's not very effective.
Well, maybe not damage-wise, but
Embarrassment wise, though.
yeah,
Shame.
just lingers.
Your little forest creatures are gone.
Yeah,
What were those things called again?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The little badger and.
I don't know what they're called.
Uh,
They're anthropomorphic.
I got that. They're cool. They're gone.
Yeah, she boxed them. She boxed all the stuff she likes.
So at this point, we're all in front of that shop that you guys got kicked out of, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So you're in the town of Kalamain, and you're standing outside. If we're going back to present day.
Okay. And then the plan was to hone in on a location.
I mean, that was literally the whole point coming down up north, right?
Correct.
So yeah. So are we heading out to find a clearing or whatever then?
What time of day is it?
Oh gosh, what was it?
Yeah.
I think it was morning when you guys got up, so it's probably like late morning. So
Yeah,
you
let's.
guys- Did you come straight here, or did you come at night? Let me see if I've got it in my
No, we
calendar.
came pretty early in the morning because Lady Leaf told us to come back the next day.
That's right, you did. Sleep till they pay for a teleport to Kalamain and sleep till the next day.
Okay, so I guess the main thing, I'll just kind of try and herd the kittens of our party and just ask occasionally to, just ask people in the town, kind of get the lay of the land, understand it's a port sort of city, but the surrounding areas, if there are any paths going out to the east, if there are any sparsely populated areas, dangerous areas, that kind of stuff. I can do like a charisma or something like that if you want.
Yeah, do a charisma.
22. 22.
Wow. Yeah, you can get some pretty.
Very.
You can get quite a bit of information. People seem to be pretty talkative.
Nice.
Basically, when you approach them, they think hopefully you're some sort of fancy merchant who's going to give them a good deal or something. And then the longer you start talking to them, the less interested they get. But they do provide you with information up front. Information that you're looking for. Kalamain is basically the largest port town this far north. There's nothing really that compares to it. Most of the sea traffic across the continent hits this port at some point in time. There is a path leading northeast. It's basically a cobblestone road that eventually becomes dirt. It leads to Icewell, which is the northernmost point on the continent. It's a pretty small town. There's not much to it. It's cold most of the year there. What else are you looking for?
So areas around danger, cleared areas, anything of note in the surrounding area, the wilderness, wildlife.
Icewell, as you head towards Icewell, it can get fairly dangerous because there's a number of packs of winter wolves that roam the land.
Okay.
And the average mercenary caravan can't really deal with them because they shoot globs of ice balls at people. So for the most part, people don't travel at night, and they try to keep a good amount of fire when they travel to scare away any ice creatures.
Sure.
To the south, it's rocky
I have
and
lots of fire. So
and
that's good.
Yep.
the mountains south of here have a couple different types of earth elemental type creatures that roam about. They're very, very closely earth type creatures, if not exactly earth elementals. They're rock type creatures. There's a Jade Sanctum miles south of here. Provides knowledge and magical learning for the north region. Yeah.
infuses the area with maximum boredom.
There's an inland river that heads in from the coast, or dumps down into the coast from the mountains as well. That travels between here and the Jade Sanctum. If you're looking to go that direction, you pretty much just follow the river for the most part.
That's the big library, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, not too much of interest. It's not the area around here isn't good for farming. There's not mostly fishing and trade.
Goats, apparently.
Well, I give a disrespectful and demeaning thanks to everyone who helps, as per the norm.
Yeah, they're pretty depressed.
I leave them feeling much less.
Oh.
Much less than they felt before.
What's the temperature like?
It's the way of the noble.
It's brisk and cool. The sea air brings in cold, and it's fall, so it's not too bad yet, but you'd guess upper 60s, low 70s.
Beautiful.
Oh.
And the cold, and it brings in cold air from the ocean, so the wind is kind of brisk.
Perfect robe weather. Okay, so I recommend that we head out to the east a little bit and let Celia do her thing. Celia, that okay with you?
So we're turning loose the magic fly.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Go.
form a circle around her.
We put her on a leash or something
But
first.
we just got here. We could talk to some more people about
Put some kind of
their daily
color on
lives.
it.
We haven't learned about all these people and what they do, and what we could do to help them.
I think the most helpful thing that we could potentially do is preventing that evil guy from doing whatever it is that he's trying to do to you and everyone
Let's
else.
just tell her they're all bad and she'll burn the town down and we can go. Is that I'm just saying what everyone's thinking.
I don't think you're saying what
I think two people know that information.
At least.
I don't think everyone's thinking that.
Look, it's your mom.
Terrible person.
Yes, thank you.
So anyway, I say that to her, but if she's not willing to, we can talk to some of these fisher people. Otherwise, I think that the world would be best served by us going out and trying to.
Okay, I guess we could do that too.
What if we put tracking the evil guy thing on hold and went off on some kind of caper?
Ooh, a jaunt?
Maybe rob like an inn or something.
No, we're supposed to do good, Van, not evil.
Good.
Well, we're going to take the money from the rich people and give it to the poor people who don't have it. So it's kind of bad.
You understand the problem with that logic?
Okay.
Is there any giant?
She's in.
Are there any giant rats we can kill?
We are the
I
rich.
think one of the problems we're probably the richest thing around right
I
now.
think I'm carrying more money on my person than this entire town has.
Buy the town.
And Van could provide medical help to people, and you could do people's laundry with your magic.
Wow.
And,
doing laundry with magic.
and
Well, we could either leave or
Captain Kabar Fishface could teach the town guard how to work better so they can
Be a
stop
fish.
those nasty wolves.
They're hopeless.
They're all going to die.
There's no point. Look at this. Look at this guy over here.
Rinlith gives out the familiar, quiet groan, and then just the.
You should know this is how it goes
And Joe can
every
do what he
time.
always does and just walk around and
Don't expect anything else.
Weirdo.
He just kind of goes blank,
I think he's mad he got mud on his slippers.
Oh no,
So
he just
how many steps does Renlith take before stopping to prestidigitation in his shoes
Yes.
on an average day? 4, 5, 6.
Well, it
I feel like it's
depends.
a regular.
If he's out on the trail in the forest, it's not really important. He just makes sure it doesn't get inside. But if he's in town, I mean, he's doing it pretty regularly.
well, lately he's been floating on his floating disc, so he doesn't make contact with the dirt.
No, my horse. Speaking of
Oh god,
Weird, creepy centipede.
centipede horse,
It's a nightmare.
an abomination.
That's the word. That is the word. Abomination.
Yeah,
Agreed.
don't leave your kids in boarding school their entire life, or else that's their imagination. That's what they think an ideal horse should do.
It's efficient.
It's unique. No, son, that's not unique.
It's a nightmare.
It's bad. You've done bad.
All right, so
Okay.
we're heading.
Can we? Or
Yeah, let's just
do we need to do a cutscene where everybody was dancing and singing?
a montage.
Like Little John and Robin Hood running through the forest?
I think
Oodalolly, oodalolly, Dollywood
Brandon,
Day.
what if
Oh my
we-
God,
Brandon,
I haven't heard that.
What if we stopped at all these villages and we took a big portion of your gold and redistributed it equally amongst everyone present in the town?
What good would that do?
Bolsters the economy.
It causes problems.
Does not bolster my
One of
economy.
the towns has rules against it specifically.
Yeah.
Handing out gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird places out there.
What if we just left it in the town center?
What if we
Might
just
be able to
not speak
bypass
for
it.
the group funds or my
And
funds
just
and
sprinkle it.
then let's leave?
One of the towns has
Agreed.
a law against how
Agreed.
you can't excessively overpay for anything
I
I'm gonna go
because it
I'm gonna go
disrupts
find
the
that path.
economy, and adventurers have
Following
caused too much
Joe.
trouble in the past doing stuff like that. And people have just basically retired then and there, like they just close up their shop and leave because someone tipped them like 100 gold.
It's a ghost town.
we're already walking. Come on.
Yeah, they almost got in trouble because the bar tried to tip someone.
I'm going to spend whatever time on the
Okay.
trail I can reading through the lessons in, what was it, 101 uses for
Prestidigitation?
No.
Minor illusion.
the hand, mage hand.
Mage hand.
101 uses for mage hand
Dang, I already forgot what I gave you.
to see what I can learn from that.
Okay.
Is that why you got kicked out of the magic shop?
It's a long story, Kumar. I wouldn't want to bore you with it. Reading.
There's a section at the back of the book for less savory uses of mage hand.
Like what?
A lot of them are for self-use.
See, that's what I was getting at.
I've already read those. That was the first section I read.
Oh, no.
Just read front to back, not back to front.
No, skim. You just open it and flip the random pages.
With your mage hands.
How do I get
after
two
you
mage
wash it
hands?
first.
I feel if you dismiss it and it makes it reappear, it's automatically clean.
Please don't touch me with that naked.
Never been washed. Not once.
Can I twin a mage hand?
Can we make that happen?
I mean, it doesn't target more than one thing.
Nope.
I think you could twin a mage hand.
I want to see him doing like street magic with like juggling balls
Four hand things.
with mage hands. It's just like, please write us into the campaign where at some point we become destitute and Renlith has to do street magic so we can survive.
Oh my
The
god.
fact that you guys are like level 13, I don't think you're ever going to become destitute and have to do street magic to survive.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
In an alternate dimension.
Alright, so once we get to
A safe spot.
a safe enough spot, I'll just turn to to everybody and say, okay, well, Cilia,
Hey, we're getting the rousing speech, guys.
if you're about ready, then we can just make a circle around you and
Hug.
let you perform your thing.
I'll hide in a tree. I haven't
Can
climbed
you
a
say
tree
that
this
in a
whole
way it
campaign.
doesn't sound weird?
Nope.
Like we're gonna get into a circle in the middle of the woods and in the middle just gonna perform our thing. Like I don't.
Why'd you have to take it there, huh?
He took.
Because he's been
Man,
reading
that's
the
why
book.
you get kicked out of
That
shops all
book
the
is
time.
that book is a bad influence.
All right. Cilia says, okay, I'll do my best.
So what do we need to do? Are we just
We just stand
What's the
here
range of fireball?
and for me,
It's like a 20-foot radius, right? I go outside that kind of radius. From ceiling.
Reynolds, do you detect any kind of unusual magic?
I don't know how to do that.
you probably shouldn't.
Oh, I learned how to detect magic. You want me to do it right now?
No, you know better.
Definitely.
You know better.
I also don't have to detect magic, but it does.
Oh.
Turns out there's a lot of magic.
All right. So you guys surround Cilia awkwardly.
Well,
Well,
No,
that wasn't the intent, but
now it is.
yeah, now everybody has made it awkward. Thanks, Daniel.
Now it's weird.
This is what they were afraid of. Whoever they were in the 70s. We're making a circle in a forest
Right?
around an 18-year-old girl.
Right?
Ritual.
But she's performing the ritual. She's the one in control.
Yeah, she's the bad influence.
I don't know how that doesn't
Right.
appeal to
That's
anybody.
the thing they fear the most.
How did this game not become way
Whatever.
more popular? Because that sounds amazing.
Oh, you're joke.
It's not my kink.
All right. Cilia concentrates for a while. And she begins thinking and trying hard.
This is the point where somebody lets out a squeaky fart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're on the same page for once.
yeah, that's.
She says, this might take a moment.
Take your time.
Nobody look.
I can't do it when you're looking.
Turn the
I'm
lights
going
off.
to the course anyway. I'm going to bring you in action. When the monster appears, I will shoot it. Probably with a crossbow.
Oh, hey there, fellow traveler. Ah!
I want to make my familiar disappear and reappear on top of the ranger's head.
All right.
You totally should.
Cilia begins concentrating and thinking. We're trying. Very difficult.
This is not
As the
gonna,
DM looks over his bucket of monsters.
for the record, guys, this is not going to end well.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Does a
Have we had a long
27
rest
hit?
since?
Yeah, we haven't done anything
For weeks.
Are we
since yesterday. We had a long rest and we came
Okay.
here. We haven't done anything.
are we supposed to hold hands?
No, you're like 15 feet away from me. Just stay there.
Oh,
Van walks over to Redwood, like,
Come on, go back to your place.
As Celia concentrates, you feel that the ground begins to rumble.
sorry.
Everybody give me a dex save.
oh,
Dex save.
here we go. Oh my god! First roll, a 1.
Yay!
Ooh.
Actually, it's
You still
plus
bonuses. Yeah.
Dex
Plus 1
save.
Auto fail.
to 2.
19's good. A 2 is
17.
a terrible fail.
My
Two
first,
is bad.
my first roll was 17. My second roll of the night is 16. Feeling good.
That's pretty
Feeling
good. That's a good start.
6.
6. That's modified?
Yes.
Nice. So, as you're standing there, you realize that the ground around in the area begins to give way, and it just starts forming into almost sinkholes.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
Kabar falls into a pit.
We're in China or Florida right
You guys
now.
remember in, was it The Hobbit, and they sleep in the Goblin Cave and they fall through the cracks? I feel
Van
like
falls into a pit.
This is what's going on. We're going to meet the Goblin King, guys. This is great.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is new.
Fissures appear all around, and the two of you that fell
Bring up jumping.
take 4 points of damage as you hit the floor of the pit.
Physical damage?
It's not an attack, but it is physical damage. But your armor, I feel like can't really resist falling.
Okay,
damage.
I'm not going to argue.
So-
4 damage.
I think he's wearing a bunch of armor, so he should fall faster.
If the ground was hitting you, I would give it to you. But because you're just
Okay.
falling, I'm not gonna let your armor absorb that hit. Your armor master is not gonna save you from hitting the ground. So with a loud thud, at least for Kabar with all the metal armor, you cling to the ground. You've fallen about 20 feet, each of you.
20 feet?
Yeah.
Ouch.
So they're like gone.
My ass.
I would have done Featherfall, but, you know.
And with that,
Yeah.
Cilia exclaims, "Ah, yes! The strongest magic I feel that was closer. We're closer, but it's still really far away.
That doesn't fucking help at all.
I'd say we're maybe a little less than halfway there. Maybe halfway there. It feels even stronger, and the other magics feel a little weaker."
Wait. When you say halfway there,
As you scream up from the bottom of the pit.
oh, hey, wait! I'm gonna cast jump.
Okay.
Are there like ledges or what's it look like in there?
No, it's just like a pit that's opened up into the earth. The ground has basically just given way and fallen in, so it's loose dirt all around you.
Okay.
That's why you didn't take a whole lot of damages, because you fell on pretty soft earth.
Okay.
I'm going to look down to where Van is and say, let me give you a hand. And Mage Hand's going to appear right in front of his face.
That's beautiful.
It's not invisible.
It's visible.
Is it giving the middle finger?
I thought about it, but no.
Do I get out of the pit?
What's your jump? Did we figure out?
It's stupid.
We wrote it
I
down
think,
somewhere.
I think it is stupid high. I think you can jump out. Give me a dex check just to land well. Because it's
You know what's gonna happen, right?
you're not going to land well.
9.
You land okay. Is that modified?
Yes.
So you kind of land, and you're like,
Whoa.
you hit the ground, but your feet kind of sink into it, and you barely stick the landing, and you're wobbly.
And I embarrass myself in front of everybody.
And then some orange glowy lights appear next to you.
Ooh.
And it almost seems like there's a portal opening from hell itself.
So can I try and use spend a key point, use step of the wind to kind of parkour monk run my way up and around?
You can try, but like I said, it's soft dirt. So it's probably not going to work very well.
Okay.
And But you can try.
I'd like to try.
It's just not easy.
I'll make
So-
sure you'll high enough.
So you're moving fast.
My jump distance is doubled when I do this.
Okay.
So I kind of want to.
When Renlith notices this, he is going to run over here and tell Cilia to move back.
Give me an athletics check.
No, he gets an athletics check. And I get a dex check.
You were just landing. He's trying to run up a wall.
Ninja warrior.
14.
14. So against all odds, just because you're super fast,
Nice.
you manage to kind of run up and get clods of the soft earth, and basically as you're sinking down, you manage to keep moving forward and up, and you dislodge a great deal of earth, and you're basically up to your shins are covered in just
Which really grinds my comprehension of Van as a habitual heel dragger.
terrible.
I feel like that really starts to grate on Renlith. Like, just pick up your feet, Van. Stop.
He's always the last one to pack his shit in the morning
Yes.
before everyone
Yes.
leaves. He's like, I've got
And he
5
doesn't
more
even have
things.
anything.
Everyone's standing around ready to go, and he's all his shit is sprawled all over. He's like,
My mushroom.
Oh, wait, this isn't my mushroom backpack.
Is it always the mushrooms?
This is my tea leaf backpack.
mushrooms.
I'm just surprised the Birkenstocks are still on after all that running.
Has anyone seen my patchouli?
it's Birkenstocks and also like those weird ribbon ankle wraps you see on like monk stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
But also blue fur, so looks like Cookie Monster's going to the gym.
I always picture Beast from
Yeah,
X-Men.
sort of like Beast mixed
Yeah.
with Jesus.
Yeah,
Sort of.
Beezus.
Beastus.
The Beastless.
Beezus.
Praise Beastus.
Beezus with you pieces.
I don't know, Geest. It sounds like a bad thing, like a bodily function, or
I did
a rapper.
I got a yeast infection. I'm sorry.
So this, anyways, this is exactly what happens on comment threads and Reddit. We just exemplified it.
Right.
So this portal from hell opens up, and a great looming shadow appears against the backdrop. The whole area seems to go slightly dark from the manifestation that's coming through this portal, and it's just this towering shadow of a large humanoid creature with a whipping tail and gigantic horns. And a booming voice cries out, "I am the Elder Crone, demon,
I cast banishment.
have come."
Let him finish at least.
No. This is not gonna end
Maybe
well.
he's gonna help us.
He was powerful enough to monologue me. He needs to go.
This is like in Ghostbusters where he's like, Ray, if anybody asks you if you're a god, you say yes. You don't, you just, yeah, we're not going
Do
to
you
let
need
him
a
on.
line of sight to hit it?
I don't think so. I have to look up.
Most spells you have to have some sort of line of sight.
Probably. Hold on a second.
Mom always said never judge a book by its cover. He could be trying to help.
Yeah, well, you're, oh, okay. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range.
So all you got is a shadow so far.
Okay, never mind. I'm prepping it.
Banishment.
Let's hear him out. Hear him out.
Alright. So with that, the creature steps into the prime material plane,
Was it like,
and the shadow disappears.
Small.
And the small demonic creature is weathered and wrinkled, and it stands with a small cane as it wobbles towards you, and it points out and says, "I have come to defeat you. You'll die."
It's just a baby.
Roll for initiative.
Demons.
So
Demon
two of you
babies
get
look
to
like
go
that.
first because you prepped an action, but everyone else roll for initiative. Everyone roll for initiative.
Ooh, nice.
Initiative time.
19.
I rolled a 3.
Nice.
6 for me. Nice.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
So Rinlith has a 3.
For everything that he was trying to protect, he still is like, maybe not. I don't know. I'm undecided. I thought it was going to be bigger. I'm not really ready for this.
That's what she
every
said.
time. I
Or
know.
what was your initiative?
19. 9.
And Dan?
16.
Just making us look bad, Kabar. No reason. You didn't even make that high.
Alright.
Well-
Van, you're first.
My
Banishment.
initiative is actually a 6.
You made me.
I feel like at
My
this
modifier.
point, being shocked, we just kind of let it just fizzle out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Joe, you have a shot readied?
Do I still have it after all the earthquaking and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You ran over to help Van instead. Alright, top of the initiative then.
Yeah, I don't want to cheat.
My initiative is 16.
It's a 6. Puts you faster than Joe.
Yeah. It's the only reason I brought it up.
Alright, Elder Crone Imp of Fortified Evil goes first.
Did you, what? Elder Crone Imp of Fortified Evil.
Elder Crone and the Fortified Evil. I don't understand what you don't get about this.
He takes one step forward, walking with his cane. And he lashes out slowly with his tail and tries to sting Joe.
Oh no.
Hey.
Probably a deck save. That's about a con save.
He misses as Joe deftly dodges to one side, avoiding the sting.
I don't even know if I go to his side. I think I just kind of take a half step back.
The creature exclaims, "Ah! Almost got you there!" Gabar, you're up.
Well, I'm pretty far away.
Are you though? Point.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Just 3-point landing right on him.
On his face.
Hero
So what is that?
Splat.
Yeah, I'm about 30 feet away.
30 feet.
So you're in the way. Like, that would be 30 right
Just
here.
knock him over.
I'll just jump. Boing. You don't want to do this, man. Just give up.
You ran 30 feet. You might as well punch him.
Is he okay?
The creature, slowly looks up, as Kabar leaps at him.
I ask him, do you yield? Okay, I'm gonna try and non-lethally attack him because this is just not that cool. All right. Yeah. Lowest is 12, and then I got a 22 and a
12 misses.
okay, so 2 attacks.
22 hits.
7, 14 damage on the first attack.
The scythe,
Yes.
the scythe cuts through him.
Well, not non-lethally. So maybe the bolt, the other end. Well, I guess the damage wouldn't be the same, huh?
Give me the damage without the cold.
Ah, okay.
Or give me the cold damage separately.
The cold damage is the 1d6, so that only gets rid of 1 on this roll.
So you roll a 1 on the cold.
Yeah.
So 13 damage?
13.
So it still takes minimum damage from the cold, so it takes full damage. Alright, the scythe slices into him and slices across him and he's moderately wounded.
Oh, okay. Second attack is
The creature wobbles backwards a little bit from the blow.
16 physical damage, and then there's 4 ice damage.
Okay.
So 20 total.
Alright. The cold seems to resist slightly. The creature is now heavily wounded as he reels from your blows, and he coughs a little bit.
Now do you yield?
Mortals can't defeat me!
Okay.
It's true, because he's not gonna go back to his place.
As a reaction to what you do, he takes his little stick and he swacks you across the legs,
Ow!
missing horrifically. It just kind of rattles against your plate and nearly unbalances him in the process. Van,
How far can you jump with a standing jump?
Are you gonna jump on him Mario style?
half the distance, so move a jump number of feet up to your strength score, so half your strength. Standing long jump, half your strength.
8, so I can't get across. Never mind. All right.
I mean, you could, but it would be, if you go straight across, but it would be real tight, because that's a little over, I mean, that's like 7 feet? 8 feet maybe? 7 or 8 feet?
It's fine. I'll just run around the edge.
Alright.
And just run up with my staff, just two-handed, just baseball bat like, to the back of the head.
Oh god.
Big on demon.
It's a 12. So 17.
17 hits.
I wasn't done adding, but okay. All right. Let me see. 8,
I mean, he's really good loop jump.
2.
You just hope nothing bigger comes out after we kill him.
Yeah, I get the feeling this is like gonna bite us in the ass later.
Of course it
killed
is.
my grandpa.
Yeah, of course.
Is the portal still there?
No, the portal is closed.
Okay.
Um,
At least that's it.
This guy's obviously a father. He closed the door.
5.
5 damage. You swing with all your might to the back of his head and lightly brush against it.
Okay.
And you actually manage to rebalance him to where he's not going to fall over him.
You're so kind.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No bonus hand attack?
Yeah, I'll do a bonus on arm strength.
Okay.
So 15. Proficiency is 20. So yeah.
That's a hit.
And 1d4.
Nice.
So 3. Plus 1 is 4. No, it's a melee. Sorry, 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Are your fists magical?
No.
The hand seems to...
I mean, yes! They are
The
magical.
hand seems to barely hurt him, and he just kind of wobbles again from the force of your blow.
Okay.
And he kind of wobbles backwards and takes his stick and pokes you in the gut with it. Although you just managed to lean back a little bit.
He sucks it in.
Renlith, you're up.
Okay, it's just no magic missile.
I rolled 30 dice for a level 1 spell.
Oh, my ears!
3d4, man. That's 7, 10 force damage.
Alright. The little balls of magical energy slam into the imp, and he flies over onto the ground. Ugh.
As he falls down, I'm going to spare the dying as a cantrip.
Weird.
I feel bad.
I do too.
I mean, we beat him up, but I still feel bad about it.
All right,
It's
you walk
nothing.
over and spare the dime.
No, it's a range spell for me.
Oh, okay.
They just-
So he
Just
falls
another
over.
day at the
As he
office.
hits the ground, he lets out a bellow and says, "Oh, I still got it." And then he falls unconscious.
So we're gonna chuck him in a hole and bury him alive, or
Loot the corpse. Loot the corpse. Loot the corpse.
let's
You
rifle
can't loot
through?
him now, he's still alive.
He's unconscious. We can absolutely loot him.
What are we supposed to
You
do
can
with
only
this?
loot corpses, you can't loot unconscious people. That's just sticky.
Where did this guy even come from?
Hell,
Where's
or
Celia?
something similar.
One of them.
She's just standing back there,
Where's
really
Celia?
confused looking.
Oh yeah. Did you do that, Celia?
I don't think
You
Joe,
told me.
you
You told me to
guys
find where this
brought
thing
them.
was.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Okay,
Huh?
talk to Renlith about this. I don't understand what's going on.
What just happened? What are you guys doing? I can't even see the ground. Just look like you guys are attacking the ground.
This old man attacked us.
Old man devil.
Old imp
Old
of Crohn's disease.
Oh, there's ocean waves in these woods.
Well,
That,
we're still,
that picture like
close to
Oregon.
we're still close to the coast because you
Like-
walked out of the city.
Twilight.
Another Twilight reference.
Yeah,
Come on,
I mean-
guys.
Van,
What?
you do something to keep him.
He's out. He'll be out for hours. He'll be out by the time we're long after we're out.
Should I give him a potion?
Discreetly poke around in his pocket to see what he's got.
All right.
I don't
As you walk
understand.
over to the little creature and you lean over it, the eyes pop open. He says, I still got it! And he starts rolling and trying and looking for his cane.
Can I like
And he
step on
coughs and
his
you can
chest?
see like this black ichor that comes out of his throat.
Can I step on his chest? Not like to crush his ribs, but to like keep him in place.
Okay,
This is better than death.
give me a strength check.
This is gonna hurt that little.
It's not evil if you're fighting a demon.
It's 14, I think. No, that's a yeah.
We used to say the same thing about fear bolts though before we met it. Damn. So
Wow.
You said that, Joe. You said that.
It was just your normal racism.
Well, 16,
14.
14, still got it.
Okay, that would have been
You-
very
You
embarrassing.
shove your boot on the creature, and his hands just kind of go limp, and he coughs up some more black ichor onto your boot,
Oh,
and then he says, "Cat squish, but you can't see." And then your boot still is on something, but it goes invisible,
Oh, God.
and you just see the ground.
You can squish, but you can't.
Squish, squish.
oh, I guess he's.
Ah! It becomes visible again. Ah! Squished! And he falls unconscious.
Like, for real this time?
His eyes are closed again.
This is weird, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about killing a demon. It's fine.
Cast
But
cure
it's-
wounds on the
Trust me.
It's low hanging fruit. Little.
Did you find anything under his fruit?
Oh, did I find anything?
So, you are
Goodies.
going to remove your boot and start searching him again?
Can I do it without removing my boot?
I mean, you
Oh,
can.
you kind of lean over and start
The boot's
crushing him.
like,
Yeah.
boot's like half little creature. So yeah, you can, but it's going to be a little difficult.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, give me a perception check.
Let's take him alive.
Yeah,
We'll
let's-
tie him up, and we can bring him along behind us.
That's a 9.
I don't want a pet demon.
So all you
Put
see
that
on
out
him
there.
is he's got this
How could you
little
not?
ragged, some sort of hide loincloth that he's wearing, and then the gnarled
Got a prison
wooden
pocket.
stick that he's got that has like demonic runes written all over it.
Break the stick.
Huh.
Do I recognize any of the runes?
I don't know. Do you
You
speak?
you guys know anything about this?
Languages?
This little
No.
little
If
guy?
you speak no languages, you don't read it. You don't.
What do you? What? Who?
You guys know anything about this little guy? Is he like a friend of yours?
He's a demon. I don't know why he's not dead yet. We need to just kill
I've
this
been-
and keep going.
I've been really holding back. Celia, any ideas?
What are you asking? Rinwood says it's a demon, so I'm gonna guess it's a demon.
Silly, if you set it on fire?
No,
okay.
demons don't really care about fire. They like it. They live in fire.
Cover it with acid.
You probably bring it back live.
Waterboarding.
You could throw him in one of the pits.
I
I bet he couldn't get out. That'd be kind of
I
mean.
grab him and just chuck him to one of the pits. I can't imagine he weighs too much.
No, he doesn't, but he's underneath Kabar's boots still.
Oh, hey, I'm pulling on his leg while Kabar's hey, can you want to get your foot off here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Hold on, let me look at something real quick.
He's already flying to It's just a like, didn't even stand up and walk, just grabbed and chucked.
javelin and blade.
As you pick him up and toss him, as he begins sailing through the air, you hear his little voice cry out again, and his body starts to almost kind of fumble for a moment, and he says, "The old wings work again!" Oh, oh! And there's a thud as he hits the ground.
In the pit.
Yeah, in the pit.
Still got it.
So, do you guys want to get out of here? Or?
That's the most bizarre demon I've ever witnessed.
So which direction was this magic at?
Just walk off. All right. Our job here is done. Another fine day of heroing.
Oh my god.
It really feels a little bit sick.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Is he going to be okay in the hole?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's actually a better idea than killing him, because if we kill him, he might go back and he might actually have allies.
Yeah. More demons from the geriatric ward.
Please let this place get overrun with geriatric demons.
We're coming for you.
Oh my god.
Little like walkers and tennis balls on them. 75,000.
Goodness gracious.
Cilia
I'm gonna go
points,
get a sausage.
Cilia points north, actually northeast across the water. The strong magic's that way.
We need a boat.
Across the water, what? North?
Yeah, she points northeast across the water.
I'm pretty sure I said we needed a boat at some point.
Mostly north. Northeast.
Over the water.
We could probably also ask the sailors if they know what's out there. Wait, I think that's what we're actually going to do. But yeah, we got the sailors.
There was talk about doing that, but then you guys were afraid of talking to people because you're afraid of people.
we did this whole thing to go with what we were originally going to do?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your point?
Nope, that was it.
Alright.
Have you never seen our plans in action before?
That's a fair point.
I mean, the general rule is, 20 minutes of deliberation for 2 minutes of work.
Okay, let's go. I guess we should probably go back to Kalamain, not Icewell, in order to procure a ship, because Icewell is very small.
And it would be a long walk.
Indeed.
And there's wolves.
So are we hiring a crew, or are we piloting this ourselves?
Well, I'm not going to do anything.
Well,
Kabar
never
sure
mind.
as shit. Kabar is not going to drive a boat.
Please let Kabar drive the boat.
You remember?
Yo, yes. Kabar's. I'm telling him he's the captain when he comes back.
No,
Wait,
he's
we're
not.
Icewell?
And Kabar's
No.
going to be the helmsman on our ship.
We're going back to Kalamain to...
Right, that makes more sense.
Yes,
Because it's a big mess.
yes.
Yeah, we should get a charter boat.
Yeah, no problem.
Especially because we have our own driver.
No,
No.
incorrect.
Very incorrect.
What's the point of having money if you have to do stuff on your own?
That's what I keep telling you.
It's easy. Just stop not having money.
Right, stop being poor. Stop being poor. I'll say it until you stop.
Renlith is D&D's version of Ayn Rand. But
No.
like a cross with Ebenezer Scrooge.
Alright.
They're going to die, they might as well do it.
You guys trek back into Kalamain. Cilia gets excited because she's going back to hang out with the sailors.
Yeah, we're going to...
Oh, let's turn the young 18-year-old girl that doesn't know anything about the world loose with a bunch of sailors. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's rephrase that. The young 18-year-old girl who has no control over seemingly unlimited magical powers.
Let's get her drunk and turn her loose in the docks.
Van,
Just to see what
Van,
happens.
if you recommend getting a young woman drunk one more time, I swear to God.
What is happening in here?
We're going to rent a boat, Kamar, and you get to drive it.
No.
Oh, right. Specialty.
You can be the deputy captain.
Ooh. That sounds fancy.
Yeah. So,
Wait till we get out in the middle of the sea with this ship, and then I dose her.
I say, Celia,
Whoa.
hang close to me, please.
The mast on the
Let's go
ship.
see if we can make some friends and get a boat.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Why are we doing this?
Okay, we're going. I'm taking Celia. I don't give a shit if these guys are following. I don't need these guys to help me with the boat. They're just gonna make it weird.
That's all we
The
do.
whole trip.
That's our specialty.
Can we get a big boat?
Absolutely.
One that can fit Van and Kabar?
We're gonna have a crew, I imagine.
When Van sunbathes, he shaves.
Okay. Well, I mean,
You made it weird.
that's what the poop deck's for.
Made it weird again.
Picture he just like starts trimming his light hair in front of Renlight. And just like,
No, I will not.
You didn't say trim. You said shave.
Yeah.
just starts shaving blue hair off his leg.
So
Blowing in the wind into our faces.
the
Like the dog.
heading up to the docks.
Yep. There's lots of docks. There's plenty of space.
Um,
There are people mulling about.
Is there anywhere that looks like a building by the docks where maybe inbound, outbounds, sort of captains or crew go to register or anything like
The
that?
port?
A dockmaster?
Yeah, that sort of shit.
There is definitely a dockmaster.
I go and seek out that That guy.
Wait, hold on. Before we go any further, how
Are
much
you with us?
do you want to bet he's going to be an asshole?
Redlith or the Doc
No, the
Master?
Doc Master.
Because that's a 50-50.
Let's see how he treats Renla.
Are we there yet?
I'll say that the longer the conversation goes on, the more he's going to be one. The longer he's going to have to talk to Rinlith, the worse it's going to
It's generally how it works.
Yeah, that's
But on the other hand,
No matter
the
how nice
longer,
the NPC starts out.
then it turns around
just corrupts everyone.
because Renlith will destroy him.
Rent us a ship, or I will burn you down.
What are,
becoming chaotic
what are your
people.
ships made out of?
All right, so
Sure would be a
near
shame
the
to
center
let
of the
burn
dock
down.
cove, there is a large orange roof building that is the dock master, and there's a number of people moving in and out of that building. Mostly, it looks like the more well-to-do sailors. You're guessing probably either captains or first mates, things like that. The general sailors are mostly over at the bars or on the docks doing work.
Okay.
The ones that look like trash to you.
Yeah.
The ones that look like they actually have dressed in clothes rather than rags,
Yeah.
they're actually the ones, going into buildings.
Sure, sure. Okay. So
I try to describe it from Renla's point of view.
identifying the
There's definitely a queue, though. There's at least like 4 or 5 people standing outside, leaning against the wall.
Renlith just walks to the front of the line.
Yeah, I figured.
Excuse me.
Oh, they said, excuse me, that's progress.
Yeah, he does it.
Hey,
That is
you got to get in a queue if you want to see the dock master.
He takes out 2 gold coins and says, "That'll be fine." And then he turns around to talk to the dock master.
The guy just kind of stares at the coins and looks at the other guys, and by the time he turns back, you're in the building.
Or everyone in the party is distancing themselves.
Look, shiny. And then the Redlith got sent out by sailors.
So you walk into the
Wait.
You walk into the building, and there's a couple large desks. There's 4 doors leading from this room. The desks are covered with parchments and strange navigation tools that look like they're complicated and something almost a mage would use.
Also very flammable.
Yeah, Renlith gets physically nauseous at looking at tools that look like mage shit.
There's a very tall, dark-skinned human with a shaved head talking to what you're guessing is the dock master who's behind the table, which appears to be a very tall, broad dwarf who has leather tanned skin. The dwarf looks like he's middle-aged or so. He's got knots tied into his
300.
He's got knots tied into his beard, and looks like he's got almost like fishing baubles in his beard as well. And he's pointing at different things on the table with a dagger, and it looks like they're divvying up some loot or provisions or something. And when you open and probably slam the door, knowing Renlet, they look up and just kind of stare at you for a moment. And then the tall man then says, "I'm doing business in here."
I got this. Ahoy, mateys!
What?
Yar!
Get out of here! You're not Renlith didn't bring you for a reason.
I'll wait outside.
Oh, God. Can we get
I wait-
hatch?
I wait outside.
I'm assuming you try to deal with the locals and appease the people in the line with your pirate jargon.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Are you in the fish-
7 seas, me hearties?
Are you wearing the fish helmet when you're doing this?
Always.
Of course. Oh yeah. That never comes off.
The pirate fish helmet is R.
Never comes off.
So Renlith. So give me. So they're at a table. They're discussing business. Are there any other people around? Or
No,
is it
it's just the two of them.
it's a room. So there's not serving stuff. This is a business.
This is like
office.
a business office. There's bookcases behind him, and there's maps all over and parchments, and then there's other doors, but all of them are closed doors except for one that leads off into a hallway. It looks like with some kind of gets darker in there. Your eyes will have to adjust for at least half a second before your dark vision will kick in.
Okay. So
But this room is lit.
after they say that, I say, "Forgive the intrusion, masters. There, I have come with an excellent business opportunity, as well as."
The name's not Masters there.
Renlith mumbles to himself this again. Very well.
You have a ship
I'm
here?
Captain Amir.
No.
Captain Amir, is your crew a good crew?
Of course, it's a good crew. Finest crew in this port.
How much would it take?
Circus midget.
How much would it take for your excellent crew to take my compatriots, a party of 5
Amir does
landlubbers?
not take people. Amir takes goods.
What
We're
about
not worth Amir's time.
bags shaped like people?
Out with you. We have business to discuss.
Well, I have business to discuss with you. We're good people.
You
And,
can talk to the dockmaster. Amir does not take people.
Oh, okay.
And you can wait your
Dockmaster.
turn.
Oh.
The dwarf just kind of stares at you and smiles.
Spellcast.
Man's right. He was here first.
You're absolutely right. He just stands there.
Dockmaster goes back to chatting. However, Amir just kind of stands, obviously angered. Look, this is private business. Take your time outside. Amir will be done soon.
He said go outside. Oh, this is gonna be great.
I'm sure your business is important.
Of course, it's important.
Fireball.
I have deadlines, schedules.
I'll give
You
you...
wouldn't understand.
I certainly would. I'll give you 10 gold pieces to give me 10 minutes with the master here.
Amir is transporting precious spices and perfumes. 10 gold pieces is nothing. I have work to get. I have people to deliver to. Wait your turn in the queue.
What use is a boat when you can just teleport?
You asking me?
No. He's asking himself.
Celia leans over. We could teleport. Amir seems to take notice of Celia for the first time and says, "Oh, sorry, ma'am. Did not see you there."
Very observant, Captain there. Turns to Celia. Do you have a good enough read on it that we could find our way?
What am I reading? I didn't read any of their papers.
Never mind.
Do you want me to read their papers? She takes another step forward and kind of peers at the table.
No, that's okay, Celia.
Captain Amir takes a step back and says, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were pressed for time. I'll take a moment." And he obviously seems very uncomfortable around her. And when you are through, I'll be outside. And he gathers up some of the things that he was working on. He stares at you, Renlith, with like daggers in his eyes, and then he takes his leave and steps outside, bowing to Celia twice on the way out.
Could have had 10 gold.
And the dockmaster just kind of moves some of the stuff aside and says, "You'll have to excuse Captain Amir. He's not used to dealing with pretty ladies. And in his society, pretty ladies command a great deal of respect."
Well, that's unfortunate for us, I suppose, since we have one. Now, I'll make this quick. We need to hire a crew, and all we have is a direction.
And a ton of money.
So glad Van's not there.
Well, there are crews that can do that sort of work for you. You'll have to find one doing ship's passage. For the most part, the ships that you'll be looking for a nice jaunt across the coast will be to the south side of the port.
No, this is more than a jaunt. We're going northeast. We're going northeast.
Icewell. What?
No, we're going north of Icewell.
There's nothing north of Icewell, boy.
A good 150 nautical miles. We need a hardy crew that can brave icy waters.
You're going deep sea fishing.
Something like that.
Well, the deep sea fishing boat's middle port.
Middle ports. Now, this isn't a pleasure cruise.
No, deep sea fishers, hard work. You don't look like the type, but if you want to pay for passage, I'm sure they'll let you on and let you help out even.
Middle dock?
Middle dock.
And I have to do this myself?
Who else would be doing this?
I thought that you had somebody that would do that for me if I paid them or something. To get the best crew. I'm from South. I don't know.
Look, if you want to pay for it, yes, whatever you want will be done.
I like the sound of that.
Deep sea fishing boat.
Deep sea fishing boat. Thank you for your time and give Amir my best. Just kidding. You don't have to do that. Is there anything that, so deep sea fishing, that's the only thing that happens to the northeast there?
Well, the only same thing that happens.
Only same thing?
Yes.
Well, that's not my...
Very piqued our interest.
Yeah, now I'm really interested. What less than same things occur?
Exploration. Tall tales.
Ooh, how tall? Because I am chasing one of the tallest.
Ah, I should have recognized. This explains a lot. You've got a little bit of a hint of it to you. I didn't notice it at first. The adventuring sort.
Oh, okay.
You were looking
I thought
for
it was going to be racist.
You're looking.
Exhale.
You're looking for sea monsters.
No.
Oh.
But I mean, sure.
Oh.
In a sense. I
Sea
guess.
monsters. Well, deep sea fishing is not for you. You want high adventure.
Okay.
High adventure boat. There's one I can think of.
It's not a mirror, is it?
No, here is transport,
Yeah.
cargo only.
So we've been told.
You could talk to one ship captain who might be willing to take you out far north.
Okay.
And if he's been known to try many a thing. They've hunted sea monsters before. They've even tried to find the legendary Haze Isles, but that's nonsense.
Indeed.
But if you're looking, I would say Captain Earson is who you'd want to talk to.
Earson or Mearson?
Earson.
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 Earson. Earson. Captain Earson.
Earson.
Your son?
Yes.
It's dialect then. Earson. Earson.
Bonjour, Ilson.
I'm going to pull him. Okay, that's what I needed. Anything I can do for you?
Well,
I see here.
well, if
Sorry,
you're
don't-
interested in work, I've got work, boy.
Boy?
I doubt it.
Otherwise, no, go see Captain Earson, captain of the Cuddlefaint.
Yikes.
Thanks. Where is he?
Mid-North Dock.
Mid-North Dock. Okay.
Just look for the Cuddlefaint.
What?
Cuddle... Fin?
Fant.
Fan? Cuddle Fant? I don't know. This is going to be a whole new horrible experience for Ryan.
Cuddle fans, huh?
Right. Well, have a good and lucrative rest of your day. I thank you.
Good. Did the lady need anything?
Do you need anything, Celia?
She looks up and you realize she's been reading everything on the table this whole time as much as possible.
Oh my
She looks up
God.
almost like deer in a headlight look and she says, "No, I think I got it all."
Thanks. We're all set. Thank you.
The dockmaster kind of eyes narrow a little bit as he looks at her and he looks at you and almost like he gets a little concerned for a moment and says, "Well, good day then."
We'll be out of here soon enough. Don't you worry.
All right.
All right. Well, I kind of grab Celia by the arm gently and like, okay, let's go.
All right. You walk her out.
Pass the information to the rest of the guys, unless Amir or any of the other guys want to fight me or something.
Well, as we were walking out, give me a charisma check.
Yes, that's mine.
It's pretty good.
So.
Pretty good. Nice.
Ooh. 18.
Wow. Somehow, you've made them go from complete and utter hatred of your mockery to they just thinking that you're a local yokel and don't know any better, and you've basically just been passing back sea jokes for the last couple of minutes.
Yes.
And they actually kind of appreciate you in some strange
It's some
manner.
strange,
And then Renless showed
unknowable.
Even the guy who walked out, who seemed pretty angry, kind of gets a little jovial as you guys are all telling jokes amongst each other.
Are we drinking flagons of ale?
Some of them have some alcohol and they're willing to share it with
I
you.
hope not. It's pretty early.
And that's how Kamar got trashed at 10
Hang
a.m.
on, he already has a friend. He doesn't need
One of
another.
them
He doesn't
offers
need
you a
One friend
a wine
limit.
or a skin of something.
Oh, no, no.
Let me tell you what it is.
I've made that mistake before. Yeah, no, not again.
That's sailor whiskey, probably too strong for you.
Probably.
All right.
Well,
So yeah, when I come out and after I make eye contact with Amir and kind of give him a shit-eating grin.
So the whole joviality just kind of diffuses instantly as he just kind of gets angry again and stares at you, and then he kind of cowers again when he sees Celia and just kind of he backs off, and the rest of the people kind of get quiet and just kind of stare at Celia.
who would have thought Cilia would be the one to intimidate someone?
Me. Renlith. She scares Renlith. Okay, so we need to find a Captain Earson in the mid-north dock. Something about a cuddle font. Cuddle fence. Cuddle font. I don't know. That's what we need to do. It's a bunch of sailor things. Kamara, do you understand it yet? You've been talking to these yokels. Just say it out loud.
Celia leans over and or kind of gets up on her tiptoes and tries to whisper in your ear and says, "Don't worry, I think I memorized all the routes and the information they were working on.
You're amazing, Celia.
Dang. It's kind of
So I
impressive.
got all the information you wanted me to read."
Thank you, Celia. It's just incredible. Just incredible. Thinking to himself. I
Could
don't
ye
remember-
scallywags point me in the direction of the cut up,
Yeah.
cut up fence?
what
Okay, let's go.
I love it. it.
One of the he's actually first mate. He looks at you and says, "I don't know why you want to be dealing with that lout, but just up about four ships up. Doesn't get a real good repute. I don't know why you want to deal with him. Man's a loon.
Well,
Chases off fairy tales.
You can never trust those Yelp reviews, you know?
Well, if you're looking for
Yeah, I hear they
real
hired a bunch
man's
of
work,
people from down
you
south
should work on my boat.
to
I appreciate that, but
put in fake reviews.
I'm spoken for. And I lean towards Renlith.
Oh, already signed on, I see.
This is our captain right here.
You made Ranger Joe upset.
What? I don't get it.
I walk away.
Good day, gentlemen. We are leaving now. Let's go.
Joe, you're my captain too. Oh, Captain, we're all captains for each other. Trying to make them uncomfortable.
Well, you're making us uncomfortable.
Working so far.
If the helmet's not doing the trick.
All right. So you guys head north along the dock.
Yep.
All right. You
I
pass a couple of boats, and as you head north, they seem to get larger and more impressive. Definitely more deep sea
Good.
worthy.
This pleases Renlith.
And about the fourth ship has the wording written on it, Cuttlefant, and it has a picture of basically what looks to be a combination of some sort of alien fish and an elephant squashed together.
Fuck yes.
yeah.
It's got
This
a
is
long.
our
Did you draw this? Please tell me you
It
drew this.
doesn't have legs, but it's got a long trunk and like eye stalks, and it has fins that are kind of flowing out.
Horrifying.
It's pretty weird.
Absolutely horrifying.
Okay.
The cut up pants.
There are people that are. Looks like they're loading and unloading. There's a gangplank going down, and it looks like they're loading crates primarily.
I'll walk up to one of them if I don't see, an officer around. And
There's someone like with a clipboard, essentially, a logbook that's writing down and keeping track of what's going on and off the boat.
Bonjour, je m'appelle.
What is going on?
You have to talk. You have to speak these people's language.
I'm going to make myself
No,
use disguise self to
I
make,
back off.
to make myself shorter and look like a stereotypical pirate.
I think
Big triangular hat, hoop earrings. There's the owl is colored to look like a parrot.
Okay. I just walk up to the guy with the clipboard and say,
He looks between you and Kabar in the van. Tourists, eh?
Could you tell me where to find Captain Earson? The dockmaster said I might want to speak with him.
The captain's on boat.
Yes, home.
How do I get permission to come aboard?
You have to have a reason.
Business.
We don't really
with Captain
take
Earson.
tourists for the most part, unless you're paying well.
It's no tourism. I think your good captain will be interested in what we have to offer.
We have an offer he can't refuse.
No, don't listen to him. He can refuse it. He won't want to.
Wait, what kind of offer are we talking here?
Highly lucrative.
Boat ride.
This number of passengers.
That's
Yeah.
That's all we needed to hear.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Are you paid? Get on the boat.
Hey, one of the workers drops what he's doing and comes over. Take these fine gentlemen to see the captain. They have a lucrative offer to give him. And the sailor just kind of nods and smiles and says, "Sure, boss." And he says, follow me. I'll show you the captain's quarters.
Oh, we're getting kicked off the boat. Like,
sure.
yeah, we're going to do business with you right this way.
All right.
Through the door over here.
You guys
No
get on board the boat and head on. It's looks to be decently shipworthy. They're cleaning barnacles off the side, and it looks like it's seen work. There's a number of workers. You're guessing a crew of 20 at least.
Okay. Any signs of scurvy?
No, people look like they're not dying.
They have.
Ronald's going to hand out lemons.
You head back to the back of the boat, and he knocks on the door, and he says, "Captain, there's some folk here that are here for a lucrative opportunity for you." The door opens a few moments later, and a short lad stands there and says, "Captain said nobody to come right now. He's busy working the charts or something like that." And the sailor just swats him aside and says, "Boy, get the captain. These men are here for business. They got money to pay him for some business that he's got business to do. Boatswain, set me up here.
I like
Get this done."
This goofball's doing all the work for me.
And the boy just kind of stares up and says, "Okay, sure."
Okay, boss.
And the boy says, "All right, follow me. I'll take you to the captain."
Isn't it through the door that we're waiting at? Then why do we need to follow him? We just walk in the room.
I'll follow the captain boy.
Where are we going?
Cabin boys creep me out, so I'm not going to do anything to make him hate me.
Creep him out. Say, "Boy."
He's going to wake up in the middle of the night and he's going to be standing over your bunk.
I don't know. I I don't know why there would be a young person on a boat. Period. I don't.
You know why.
It makes me uncomfortable.
You know why.
You guys make everything terrible. All right, so the boy takes you. It's like a sitting area, and he says, "Please sit down. I will get the captain for you."
Okay.
And he raps on a door and says, "Captain, there's people here to see you. They got business, and they say they're going to pay you money." And the boy leaves the room and closes the door behind him out onto the deck. And a minute or so later, finally, the captain's door, or what you're guessing is the captain's door, opens, and you can see basically that there's a desk back there and a bed. And then the man steps. He looks to be maybe half elven, because he's got slightly pointy ears, slightly fine features. Overall, he looks fairly well-to-do for a ship captain. He doesn't look quite the grisly figure you might expect. He's clean-shaven and everything. He actually looks
Checking all the
fairly.
boxes for me. Half well to do. All right.
He's not like dressed as fancy as you are, but he's
Obviously.
he's got actually clean clothes and stuff, and he's not just a grizzled old fellow.
Beauty.
And he takes a step out and says, "The name is Captain Earson. I am the captain of Cuddlefat. And I hear you have
Cuddle fat.
Fent.
Cut the
And
fat.
I hear you have something that you'd like to pay me for."
Indeed.
That cabin boy.
Whiskey.
Oh my god.
How much for the women? The boy's not for sale. He's an indentured servant.
Okay, so we spoke with the courtmaster
We're not
who
giving
referred
Captain
us to you. What we're trying to find is a captain with a crew who can take us, a lot of us, on a journey to the northeast of here. We are in search of treasure, you might say, but also adventure.
So we're looking for sea monsters.
Maybe, I mean, not necessarily. It's not my intent to find a sea monster. I'm looking for maybe somewhere where a piece of land up north or a piece of ice up north where there could be some kind of a structure. There could be some place where something might be hidden, if you catch my drift.
You're looking for icebergs, so we can run aground and die and drown.
He doesn't catch your drift.
No.
Good, because that makes no sense.
So I know I have good information that northeast of here there is some treasure to be found. I don't know if you've been up there.
So you're looking for underwater caves? Shipwrecks?
Maybe. I'm kind of loose on that. I can find out more the closer that we get.
You're looking for land?
Yes.
Thank you. What exactly are you looking for? You have to tell me so I can tell you if I know where we're going or where I'm taking you.
It's made out of dirt and rocks.
God, I think I'm doing poorly, and then Joe says something.
Potato.
Potato.
Someone say potato.
So Renlith looks over to Cilia and says, "Do you have anything else other than a direction? Any inclination of where something might rest, or?"
No, but the shipping routes mostly just went around. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well done, Cilia. That's going to come in handy later, but for this is an off-the-charts adventure.
But didn't Kabar have something when he was looking in on people's heads?
Oh, you're talking about that thing. Is that what you were directing us towards?
I don't know.
We're getting so
Maybe.
Kabar, just talk about the thing that you know.
Alright, so it's a big sea turtle, right? Big. Really big. And there's a building on top with 6
Islands?
Seven islands. It's a group of 7 islands. Hold on, let me check my notes.
Wait, are you looking for haze?
Perhaps. We heard that's
Isles of Haze?
Is that what they are referring to?
Not many people go out that way. It's about 400 miles north of here.
Well, if that's what do you know about them?
There's 6 isles. There's nothing really of use out there. There's a
7
no,
islands.
there's 6. I've been there. There's 6 isles. And
Oh wait, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
how much to take us there?
well, it's not the average journey because there's a dangerous reef around the island, makes navigating and docking very dangerous. So not only are you paying for a 400-mile trip, I have no reason to go out there.
Well, we would be your reason, your charter.
So are you wanting to come back?
Yes, I don't want to die out there.
How long are you planning to stay out?
I mean, honestly, you could leave us out there. I could get us back. That's fine. But I would prefer to come back with you.
We're saying round trip. Round trip fee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
You can leave Celia.
Yes,
No.
No.
she's an important part of this.
I only count 4.
You have to count yourself too, Joe.
5. I count 5.
Little extra for hazard pay.
I picture him having an abacus out, and
I mean, he basically does have a little thing to help him calculate.
it's off season. Remember that.
500 gold. Round trip for the lot of you.
Can we report that?
Renlith suppresses a smile
500 gold.
and says,
We buy our own ship with that.
This is thievery.
No, you can't.
So that sounds pretty close to what I believe is reasonable. However, I would like to make sure.
Buy a rowboat for that.
I would like to make sure. I would like to make sure that your ship is well stocked for more than basic provisions, if possible. Our lot can certainly hold our own and protect and help against anything that might come up. If you find anything, we are not incapable.
I have vehicle proficiency.
But anyway, all I'm saying is
Efficiency is a loose word.
all I'm saying is we can offer you a lot
I've got
more.
people for that.
We can offer you a lot
Bar drives a
more.
boater, no deal.
We can offer you a lot more than you might expect in the way of safety.
I'm not talking about safety of along the trip. I'm talking about getting safely to the Isle docking. The danger of my
Okay.
boat to my boat.
What's so dangerous?
The
The
reef.
reef, just navigating it.
Just finding these isles is dangerous. They're shrouded in. There's a reason they're called haze. They're shrouded in a very thick fog that makes navigating dangerous. Plus the reef.
And when can we ship out?
Next week.
What?
Next week?
Mm.
Like, is tomorrow next week?
No, 6 days.
6 days. Goodness me. What in the hell am I going to do after 6 days?
You want it faster?
Yes.
I'd have to make it worth my while.
Yeah. Okay.
Have to cancel shore leave.
Um,
SRC.
what about if I sponsor for your crew a real special shore leave? I will.
So many hookers.
He eyes the rest of you
I will-
and lingers on Cilia.
No. I will fund their adventure on shore.
What?
I will fund their shore leave. They don't have to spend their cut of earnings. That should make them happy, and maybe forget about cutting a couple days off their short leave. They don't have to go out of pocket for anything. If you think that's a reasonable thing for me to chip in,
550 gold and we'll leave break of day in 2 days.
deal.
Not tomorrow, but the day after.
Deal.
That's only gonna do here for 2 days.
Well, really only a day and a half.
All right, so I turn around a little bit and is like, pull out the dough and put out 550 gold pieces
Up front.
son, up front. And give me just a moment. And Renlith sits down. Is there a chair? He sits down,
Right.
takes out a piece of parchment, and starts writing up the contract.
Okay.
After a few minutes,
And the contract just says, if you don't do this, I will blow up your ship.
Twice.
it'll say something to the extent of, if you renege on the deal, then,
Your life is forfeit.
your ship becomes mine and all that other bullshit. Just standard boilerplate
Yeah.
contract agreement, service contract agreement.
Everything's
It's-
fine if you screw up.
Yeah. Don't screw with me.
We have like 10 of them pre-written. They just fill in the blank at
Right?
this point.
Exactly. It's kind of a shtick.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh shit. Yikes. 12.
All right, so he pushes back on your contract and makes it a lot more reasonable than everything. And basically, he eventually is willing to sign it when it's a reasonable contract of he will perform the duties that you've basically prescribed to his best of his abilities, and he won't leave you behind. Otherwise, you're free to pursue him in essentially a court of law and
Okay.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Very good. So Renlith signs it, hands it to him to sign, and then whatever. It's fine.
all right, and he brings in his first mate,
Witness.
Sebney Beck, to witness and sign as well.
It's a deal then.
So you're free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day and tomorrow, and then you have to be here basically crack of dawn when you guys ship out the next day.
I would like to go to some of the dockside bars and buy drinks for sailors to get them to tell me tales about what's to the northeast and the north.
Well, he was about to tell us, and then we just interrupted him.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, and give me 3 gold off of your.
Okay.
As you buy beers.
Oh, tell him you know me. tell him you're with Kabar. They'll tell you whatever they want, whatever you want.
Persuasion. Oof. 10
With advantage.
with advantage.
Nice. So they have to get pretty drunk before they're willing to really talk to you, other than just basically telling you that you're a dirty landlubber and you don't know anything about the ocean or the water and
So
how to
take
sail.
2 more gold off.
And well, no. What I'm saying is that by the time they're drunk enough to where they're willing to talk, it starts becoming. You're not sure how much of it's true and how much of it's just tall tales. There's a lot of talk about how past so far just turns to ice on the water, and people are crazy to go out there. There's giant floating things of ice that will just ram against your ship and eat it apart and collapse it. There's no land out there worth going to. There's giant sea monsters that attack, huge creatures that come out of the water and swallow ships whole, krakens, whales, sea dragons, just ridiculous things.
Sounds like an awesome place.
To the northwest, there is a continent far to the west that you do hear about, but it's mostly an icy continent. It's much larger than what it sounds like you guys are looking for. It's also not a bunch of islands. And then you do hear a few vague rumors about these Haze Isles or whatever. Very few people have been there, and half of them don't even think they actually exist. The ones that say they've been there or have heard about it say it's incredibly dangerous, and half the ships that try to go there have broken up and not made it back.
Dinosaurs.
And there's just not a lot of anything worth it. I mean, there's a small settlement there, but there's no trade worth coming out of there. The fishing's not good. There's really just no reason to risk going up there, and that anyone who'd go up there is stupid or crazy.
Let's do it.
Sounds about right.
But mostly sea monsters.
Yes.
Big, and the longer they drink, the bigger the sea monsters get.
Their ship's gonna get eaten by a giant monster.
Maybe they just misunderstood.
So I'm going to gamble for the next day and a half.
You're gonna what?
Gamble?
Oh, gamble.
Gamble. Roll them bones.
Joey, I think you have a problem.
Yes, but
You're
I'm not drinking right now.
You're tearing this family apart.
Because he only sleeps 4 hours a night.
Do you have
Like, that's not
proficiency with
normal.
any gaming
True.
sets?
Game Boy.
No.
Perfect.
Link's Awakening for Switch is amazing.
Give me
Oh, you been playing it?
an intelligence check.
I got it yesterday.
I want it
It's
so
great.
Straight
bad.
intelligence.
I beat the original so many times when I was done.
I played so much when I was a kid. It's
That
been
game's cool.
25 years since I played it. So I'll see
Overall,
stuff and like,
You feel like you're doing pretty decently. You're about cutting
I'm
even.
just sort
You
of
start making a
reaching,
couple gold.
it
But
looks really good.
Eventually, someone comes in
Oh,
who really knows the game,
Definitely worth
and
it.
they just
One day.
windfall you. And eventually, you feel like it's time to cut your losses.
Okay, what I lose?
200 gold.
8 gold.
8? Oof.
Alright, this is more so I can like...
You were up
give
4
you
until that
here if I need
happened.
to.
Are there any like shops in town or
Yeah,
like
there's-
magic shop or like decent?
There is a magic shop.
Oh my god.
You guys have been kicked out of it.
Well, I mean,
Was I?
Technically, you were with the group.
Oh man.
There was a misunderstanding about mature content that Van was asking about, and bestiality.
Oh my
and,
god. What?
Yeah, no, it's as bad as you.
It's as bad as you think.
God.
And the owner was like this voodoo hippie guy, and he kicked you out because
Oh, bro,
you guys
we
got
don't
too
do
weird
that.
for him.
I'm gonna try my luck.
All right. He may not remember you. You were pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't think I participated.
So the awesome magic shop of Kalamain is what you go back to.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Cool.
And you open the door, and a little bell rings, and the scent of herbs and incense assails your nostrils. And there are strange herbs hanging from the ceiling in like little patches and pouches. There's old dusty tomes lining the building. There's a large arcane circle on the floor in the middle of the room. It looks very similar to the arcane circle that's in the basement of your keep.
I'm walking around it.
And there's a desk that lines half the back wall, covered in more herbs. It look like the guy's been sorting into satchels. And there's a relatively squat man who looks like his eyes are a little bloodshot, and he's got a weird-looking hat that he wears. He turns and looks at him and says, "Hey, haven't seen you around here before."
Nope, we're just visiting.
Brand new. Never been.
There's only one of you.
I have some friends back at the docks, and yeah. But anyways, nice shop.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Do
Fishy boy,
Fish boy.
what?
the helmet, I hope.
Do I look like a boy?
I don't know, you look like a fish.
So this is how it's gonna be, huh?
A walking can of fish. Fish can.
And then Kabar robbed the
Mr.
magic
Fish
shop.
Can.
It's just Kabar.
Fishkin.
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 It's just a helmet.
Sir
It's
Fish
kind of,
Face.
you have a cool hat, right? Have a cool helmet.
You're all tin.
This is,
What is Tin Man doing here? Fish tin.
anyways, do you buy magical items? Or trade, maybe?
I've traded a little bit in the past.
Cool.
$2 store credit.
What do you...
What kind of herbs do you have? Potions?
I don't do that anymore.
Would you like to?
Okay, maybe. No,
I've got some herbs you might be interested in, or some potions.
what do you have?
Incense?
Well, anything that healing or that bolsters strength or resistance, immunities to...
Bolster strength, that's what he needs.
No problem.
You're not there.
I've got what you're looking for.
Any kind of bath crystals or salts. Or...
Maybe that's not a problem. It's like those weightlifters addicted to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
More strip.
that ammonia stuff they sniff before they lift.
What?
So like powerlifters and strongman competitions, you'll see them pull out stuff and like sniff something from a jar. It's ammonia salts.
Smelling salts?
Yeah, smelling salts because it spikes their adrenaline and they get like super pumped.
Have you ever smelled that stuff?
It's awful.
It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least some of them do.
It hurts.
Looks terrible. Looks awful.
It's just... It's like, imagine snorting a line of wasabi. Just like...
Nice.
It's...
I think there's a YouTube video of a kid doing that, snorting wasabi.
That's a
Is it
terrible
like
idea.
Jackass or
I
something?
don't know, but I feel like that has to be a thing.
Jackass is irrelevant now.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be prophetic at the time.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Uh,
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Oh yeah, it was Jackass.
Strength?
I just...
Strength of 1,000 works.
Hey, shoot.
But the strength of
Or
like 10
even,
orcs.
yeah, healing potions, resistance potions, immunity.
Sure. Got all that sort of stuff. Which one? Potion?
Yeah,
Healing?
of course.
Strength? Strength and healing?
Sure.
Strength and healing. Yes, got it. Awesome draught of strength and healing.
That's gonna be horn and monkey.
So what does this do?
extract.
Well, it makes you stronger
Uh-huh.
temporarily,
Okay.
heals your wounds,
Uh-huh.
makes you not even feel them,
I see. And how much would
and it
one...
makes you laser focused.
So Adderall.
Well,
How much is it for one of these potions?
100 gold.
Oh, that's a lot.
You get a lot out of this potion.
Can you give me the numbers, the stats?
Yes, I can give you the stats. All right, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
For 1 minute, you get a +2 strength onto whatever your strength is.
Okay.
You're healed for 3d4 hit points. That's permanent.
Shit, that's good.
What? Uh-huh.
You take a -6 to your intelligence,
Oh. I thought it was laser focused.
Now, single-minded.
and you cannot take any complex actions.
Ooh.
So basically, you can attack.
oh,
That's
it's
bad.
Bath salts. We're back to bath salts again. No.
Do it.
No.
And then you're going to eat
I
someone's
think what we're
face.
talking about right now is PCP.
Just
Yes!
let's go with the more traditional healing potions. Maybe some greater.
Just straight weed. None of that other stuff, please.
None of that nasty K2 spice.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That's messed up stuff.
Awesome healing draught.
What's that all about?
Well, it heals you, and it makes you completely unaware of any sort of ill effects you might encounter.
Unaware.
That's right.
That's a strange wording.
You said
Okay. What does that do, DM?
All right, so it heals you for 3d6 hit points,
Uh-huh.
and for the next minute, you don't know how much damage you take. You're unaffected until you're unconscious.
Oh, man. How much is that?
That is 70 gold.
Get it!
Hmm.
Those are fun.
Do you have any...
Basically, in game
So like
terms,
potions, when
you
in a
take
video
damage,
game,
and I wouldn't
when
tell you
you're
how much
leveling
damage you
up,
take
you're like
until it wears off.
that first
And you would
couple of
know,
levels,
and I
all
would
your
know.
potions have Terrible
That
sound.
sounds-
I wouldn't tell you other than the fact that you got hit.
This is some sort of like monkey's paw shit, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Okay.
But after that minute wears off, you take all the damage at once.
Oh god. That could come in handy though.
Until you take more than your total hit points and then you die.
Permanently.
Yeah, in this like insta death,
Yeah.
or just unconscious. Then you orc back.
Oh yeah, shit.
You just be at 1 hit point suddenly.
Oh my god. That could be really useful.
It could be really useful. It could also be really dangerous.
Yeah.
Because when that minute wears off, suddenly you don't know how much damage you're about to take, and it
Right,
could be
but
in a really bad situation.
But it wouldn't matter if I didn't use my. If I hadn't used up my.
It's like Jaeger bombs.
My,
Fine,
If you hadn't used that
blackout.
up, you'd still be at 1 hit point. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much damage.
Unless
Shorty
you
there's
took
hit
enough to
point.
kill you or something, which is really hard to do.
Is Kamar dead or is he not? Well,
It would have to take like
He's only
You'd have to
most
take
300 damage.
Yeah, it would be pretty impossible for it to deal that much.
Can I? Are you willing to trade? Maybe some magical items. And,
Sure, I can trade. What do you got to trade?
I haven't had. And
so I'm gonna show my longsword of
Skills.
memories.
Oh, I don't deal with weapons. None of that kind of stuff.
Oh well, that's my jam. Okay,
I
how?
got jam if you want jam.
Ooh, maybe. But anyways,
If Fan were in the room, he'd be very excited.
I have a potion of hill giant strength.
Ah, the legit stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll take that potion, and you can have awesome potion of strength and an awesome potion of healing.
Wait, that isn't that. Wait, which one's the one we were just talking about? The awesome potion of healing, and the awesome potion of strength.
That's the first one we talked about.
Both of them.
Both. Not good enough? All right. I'll also throw in the awesome potion of speed.
Okay, deal.
All right.
I should really write these down.
Yes.
I feel like Kabar just got grifted.
Yeah, that was too easy.
All right. So you trade in your potion of hill giant strength, and you get the awesome potion of strength, the awesome potion of healing, and the awesome potion of speed.
Is there any way to tell if this is legitimate? Like if I'm getting grifted here?
You yourself, you could try to. I mean, you've never encountered a potion like this. You'd probably be better off asking Van, but you could try to roll an Arcana check.
No, that's not something he would know. And so he doesn't deal in like armor or weapons.
No
Okay.
armor. He's maybe armor, but definitely not weapons.
Okay.
He doesn't link the cutty stuff.
Do you have any armor on display?
Sure, I've got an armor. He looks around.
Sorry, guys.
He
This is
pulls
it.
out. He pulls out a suit of hide armor, fresh off the wherever it comes from. Cal,
No, that's okay. All right. I think that's it. Nice doing business with you.
you didn't even hear what it does.
Yeah, but okay. What?
Well, I hear it's got the strongest type of magic that makes weapons stick to it.
seems wrong.
Yeah, like someone hits you, your weapon sticks to it. You can't pull it away.
Huh. Well, we're gonna go up against some monsters with claws and stuff.
Maybe they can't pull their claw away.
I'll think about it.
It's like super sticky.
Yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
Your store's gross. I'm leaving.
Anyways,
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna leave.
You sure?
You better not be screwing me.
Super sticky
See you
hide.
later.
You don't want the super sticky hide?
Nah. No. Not yet.
Tell your friends.
All right.
Okay, so Renlet walks in. It's like, I hear something about a sticky hide.
Yeah, it was this weird armor.
The only reason he's coming in is to look at the circle again for a
You
minute.
look almost familiar. Do I know you?
I get that a lot. My face is very common.
Oh,
Hey, don't say that.
okay. Well, what you here for?
I just wanted to look at your circle here for a minute.
It's a teleportation circle. You need the runes? You need the command for it?
I've got it.
Huh?
I'm just looking at it.
No, you
Just copying it down onto a sheet of paper.
need the activation for it?
Need the Wi-Fi
I
password.
just need to look at your circle, dude.
I think you have to get the activation for it. I don't
Said
think you
I
can just
did it.
look at it.
Fan is gradually every day been working on
It's a
making his
permanent
disguise self look exactly like Rentless.
Oh my god. Oh no. That could be bad.
Oh, it just says each has a unique sigil sequence.
Yeah.
String of magical runes arranged in a particular pattern. So I guess, yeah, you just need to learn the sequence.
So I just like, yeah.
Hey, and kind of puts his hands over your eyes, and you're like, no, you gotta pay for that.
Don't touch me.
I'm not. You gotta pay for that. Gotta pay for that, man. Like your friend here. Trade me something good.
Fine.
How do you know we're friends?
So I'm going to basically be distracting him while I need to look at it for like a minute. That's it.
Oh
I mean,
god.
you can try to do a intelligence check, or you can try to bribe him.
I'll do an intelligence check before I have to bribe him. I just paid 500 for gold. Oh, he's gonna have a hard time.
18.
He's not a mage, he's a moron.
It does really. I mean, I rolled really high. I rolled a 17. So he kind of waves his hands around and tries to distract you, but you feel like you got the sequence down after you guys are basically standing there fumbling, arguing for 2 minutes or so.
I'm gonna...
Hey, what was this? 3d6?
The awesome potion of healing heals you for 3d6,
Uh-huh.
and then for the next minute, you basically don't know how much damage you take.
So the only thing you get out of that is the 3d6?
Mhm.
Oh,
The 3d6 healing is permanent, though.
permanent.
Well, I mean, it's permanent as far as permanent healing is.
Alright,
It doesn't like magically go away after the 15 minutes.
Renlock
I got
just pulls out a platinum piece and hands it to him. And be like,
Big spender.
thanks for your time.
Oh, well, I mean, that's all I was asking for. I didn't really need the money. I was looking for a trade, but okay. And he kind of walks away and take your time.
Yeah, it's just 10 gold. Yeah, well, I mean, Renlith already got it, so after he won, he didn't care. I just gave him money to go away at this point. So he just looks down again to verify he's got it all.
All right. Yep, you got it.
And that's that. And then he leaves, never to come back to this shithole again.
Except by teleporting.
Except by teleporting, if for some reason that has to happen. Oh god.
So that
Heaven forbid.
Yeah,
Do you
there's times that we need
do
to
not
teleport.
take damage until the minute is up.
You take the damage. Basically, yeah. Essentially, you don't take the damage. You're really taking the damage, but you don't feel it until that minute, and then I tell you exactly how much damage you've taken.
So,
Basically, you stay at whatever hit point total you were until that minute ends.
okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
It's,
I'm all set.
huh.
What could go wrong?
Not much. Alright, so I guess we need to secure...
You know what potion of speed does? Awesome potion of speed does?
Sure.
All right, so for the duration of 1 minute, you have plus 15 speed,
Oh my
or
god.
plus 15 movement, whatever you want to call it. You can interact with the one additional object each round. So, like, you can open and close a door and fish something out of your pouch for free without having to take an action to do it.
Huh.
Or you could, like, fish a potion out of your bag or someone else's bag and drink it.
Okay.
But if you do not move your maximum speed every round,
No.
you stop and vomit as your entire action.
As a
Nice.
general rule, I don't like to purchase anything that in the name or title of it says the quality of it.
That's a good point.
Great. It is great.
Okay, so Renla tries to find everybody and say, okay, well, we should probably just get some lodging for the evening. I guess we could just spend the night at the keep.
No, we're on vacation.
Gotta go find a Swansea hotel. A Swansea.
Aren't you going to take
I don't
us
know
to
what that
dinner?
means. Or just get up and just find
Sorry, I didn't don't know what it is.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm 80 years old.
Yeah, I understand that feeling.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking at the calendar entries
Oh,
in Fantasy Grounds.
nice.
Yep. Nothing we can use. My birthday's in there. The earliest one, though, is like 5 months ago. Left for the dungeon at night and got back in the morning.
Very descriptive.
That's a DM note if I ever read one. Alright, so Renlet's just, well, everybody's getting munchies and stuff. Renlet's just gonna find an inn and settle up for rooms for the evening.
It's only been
Yeah.
2 months since we were in the desert.
For 2 evenings. That's wild.
I don't know how many you can see because most of them I don't do player. Most of them are GM notes only. You probably can't. You actually can't see most of the notes I've made because I make a note every single day.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a lot of notes. Renla spent 6 hours to copy a tiny hut spell, and then they mount their mighty flying steeds and head off into the sunset.
Classic adventure.
And then 5 different entries following correspondence between Kabar and his mother.
What?
I'm just spying on the DM.
Talking-
It's private.
Talking about my mother? Good things, I guess, right? Only good things.
Indeed.
For a human, yeah.
Hey, aren't you? No, you're not.
No, he's a full racist.
No.
Racist.
I'm actually 120% elf. It's a weird thing. But
Yeah.
there was a second guy.
Oh God.
What?
The whole master race.
Wow.
It's
Sure.
it's a repeat.
It's your potion of speed.
Yeah. Potion of stay away.
I woke up at 5 this morning and I had no reason to.
Woke up 7.
Oliver woke up at 5. That means all of us wake up at 5.
Yeah, both my kids were across the hall screaming at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, God.
So,
Hotel. The nicest hotel in town.
the nicest hotel in a seedy dock town.
Motel 6.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's not that seedy.
When push comes to shove, I can just make a hut.
Asking around for the best place you can sleep, you head back to the south side of town, farther away from the dock, but not too far into the slums.
I don't know.
Is there a Club Med?
No.
Oh.
You reach the inn, and then you start to think twice just because of the name.
Rinlet did not go into the slums.
No,
Yeah.
that's the furthest south.
Okay.
The inn you stand before is the Kalamain main inn.
Oh my God.
Yep, no. Not gonna happen.
Is there a concierge we could talk to?
It's the only inn in town. These people can't spell concierge. Do you think they're going to have one?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I guess let's just find somewhere that looks relatively safe and I'll make a damn hut.
Ooh, let's go to the beach.
This is, I imagine the shores of this cold area are like rocks and stones. And
I picture Renlith with his robe rolled up to his knees, just kind of like putting his toes in the water.
Writing stuff in the sand.
Magical, like, equations.
Oh.
I mean, there's some greenery, but it's all like evergreen trees.
Okay, well,
Well, we could make some hammocks.
Or you could go to the main inn.
the main inn.
It's probably nicer than it looks.
Yeah, probably not. But we can go there anyway. It's easier than me having to
How long does it take you to prestidigitation a room?
forever, I imagine.
It'll take a while.
It's only a few cubic feet per thing, right?
Yeah, it's not very much. I mean, it's definitely no Pelennor in Solitris, but it's comfortable. The price is 9 silver a night.
1 cubic foot. Okay, 9 silver a night per room, and 5 rooms.
Wait, no. 4. Right, Joe?
0.6.
I'm still gambling.
Oh.
7, so that's 7.2 gold. 7 gold, 2.
Most of the rooms have 4 beds in them. They're like 2 bunk beds.
Ooh, Eichel top.
Oh, that's quaint.
Or they're, if they're not bunk beds, then they're like lined up, like side to side.
Oh,
almost.
please tell me there's a communal bathroom and this is a youth hostel.
Yeah, there's
Man, there's way too many beds. Why do you need so many beds in one room?
a communal bathroom. There are only a few private rooms.
Great. I hope everybody's into body lice. I'll take a private room.
Hey, I don't have those anymore.
Okay, a private
you
room is
guys
2
have
gold.
any fleas? Catch them, because I need it for one of my spells. It's a spell component.
It's the grossest spell in the book.
What spell
So I
is it?
check.
Infestation.
Oh, this one where like bugs come crawling out
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
a fucking nightmare. I don't care what it does, it's insta-death.
I can just makes me think of in The Mummy when the beetle burrows into the guy's hand and crawls up his skin underneath.
Oh.
Okay, does anyone else want a private room? Celia, do you want a private room?
She sleeps
You
with
want
Renlith.
you want to bunk with the rest of the?
If I'm by myself, something might magically blow up,
Okay,
and then no one's there to protect me from it.
good point.
You could bunk
Excuse
with
me.
us.
Is the single? Do you have a single room that's next to one of the bunk rooms? Okay, we'll take those 2. So that'll be 2 gold and 9 silver for the night.
Yeah.
So that'll be 6 gold, 8 silver for 2 nights.
Sure.
2. 5
I was like,
gold,
yeah.
8 silver.
Wait,
5
do
gold, 8 silver.
you work here?
Sounds familiar.
I need a living flea is a spell component, so
You're gambling.
5 gold, 8 silver.
You're.
I lost all my money already.
Okay, so
So I
I
need some living fleas and gold.
gave her 58 silver for 2 nights.
Okay.
You want to go flea hunting?
I don't think you'd have to go far around here. Just like kind of like, oh, there's one.
Boing. jumps off.
All right, Celia, you can stay with the boys.
Boys night, boys night, boys night.
I'll be in the next room over if you need me.
Wait, wait, what?
Well, you didn't hear. You didn't hear what's going on. What do you think was going on?
He was going to put Celia in the room?
Yeah, there's 4 beds.
Yeah, with you guys.
No, in the private room with like the door open, and then we would all sleep in the other room.
That's not safe.
How long have you been in our little group?
Don't be crazy.
Someone needs to feed Celia after midnight.
Don't get her wet. She'll turn
Captain
into a
Fishface,
gremlin.
do you want to sleep under or above Joe, or do you want to be next to Joe so he can stare at you better?
That's a good point. Joe, is it hard for you to stare at me if I'm on the top bunk?
I'll find a way.
Yeah.
He's like perched at the end of the bed.
like a gargoyle.
You guys want the both 2 tops so you can...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey, we'll finally find out which is
Are
the
you
top
okay
and
with
which is
the
the
bottom?
bottom.
I can
Maybe.
be on the bottom. I'm okay with
I
that.
send a message to
Closer to
Celia.
the floor means there's less room to fall.
I never thought about that.
I send a message to Celia and say, do not take tea, edibles, or drinkables from Van.
Watch your drink.
Or probably any person in this building.
Celia holds her head for a moment. Sorry, the voices are getting strong again.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes
They're
too.
telling me don't trust Van.
This is like,
I'm just trying to expand everybody's horizons here, alright?
Oh my god. Alright.
Evidently, Van has poison for you today.
that's unfortunate.
What? Are you okay?
The magic told me.
I'm going to sleep in.
No, you're not.
Who's gonna watch me?
So I sleep for 5 hours.
What? You can't do that.
It's pretty tough.
I can't sleep if you're not watching me.
That's weird.
Keep the monsters away.
Don't judge. Don't judge me.
Renlick gets his 9.5, 10 hours, whatever.
Wait, have you cleaned
It requires a bit of
Yeah.
cleaning because the room's just not up to your standards. It's basically just a private room. It's not a fancy private room.
Okay. How big is this room and the next room over?
They're about the same size.
And then what's the square footage?
What the fuck do you need to know that for?
Prestidigitation.
These are just the questions that you ask the DM.
You gotta cast
no more than 20 feet.
What's the flooring?
inside the hut to stare
What kind of flooring is it?
It's wood boards.
What color's the paint?
There's
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Light source.
There's no
It's that
paint.
salmon that you see in every hotel
There's no
ever.
lanterns?
There's no lanterns, but there's candles.
Ooh. What scent are they?
Wax.
Oh, my favorite.
Wax and fire smell. Wick smell.
I need to understand how big the rooms were for tactical reasons.
Yeah, they're not very big.
Okay, that's it.
And each room has a window.
That's nice.
I bang on the wall between our rooms.
Just in case you guys need to set up traps to where anyone who comes through the window will get skewered.
Sweet, after I sleep.
It's only 6 o'clock.
I go to bed.
Silly's like, it's really early.
No, I suppose we don't.
It's cool, guys. I'll watch her.
Do you guys want to?
Daddy said it's time for bed.
Bedtime. Covers over your head.
There's nothing I need to do. I can go to bed.
Well, if there's anything you guys wanted to do in town or whatever, that's cool. But I was just going to press the fast forward button through the evening.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to push the fast forward button for the next 2 days. You guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing,
And ask what the rooms were made out of.
unless you guys get into trouble, you're far enough away from the docks that you're not going to get into any trouble.
Renlith spends like all of his waking time trying to keep the boys and girl out of trouble.
Okay. Celia spends her time trying to study and control the magic.
I'll help.
No, you have poison stuff today. The magic told me.
No.
Oh, just meditating.
He slips a brownie into his
Alright,
pocket.
give me a
Oh.
teaching roll. What did we decide? That was wisdom or intelligence?
It's wisdom.
Yeah.
10.
Hey,
That's
you didn't roll terribly this time, and she didn't roll terribly, but you just did average, which isn't really good enough for her.
Okay.
So you just kind of you feel like you get your point across about how to meditate, and you feel like she's paying attention, but neither one of you are like really into it. You realize that just for the next day, you're just kind of bored.
Yeah, I've been there. I was married.
Oh shit.